Beautiful Taurus, hi, welcome to January 2021. This will be for Taurus Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and actually everyone who has a strong Taurus in their chart, because there is a very strong energy coming in the Taurus sign. For those who have planets in Taurus, I mean, there's going to be some things that are going to be shaking, and it's good tsunamis, bad tsunamis, that's our judgments, but there's a lot of stuff happening. And I see actually three different kind of people coming in, and these are key people handing you a message here in January. One is going to be very eccentric, like a humanitarian, a visionary. Then another one is raw female energy. It can be the mother figure, but also like a close female to you, a friend, or somebody like a stranger you've never met and have a kind of infatuation with if you are attracted to women, and if you are interested in such situations, of course. And then we have a third one, which is a very male action-based warrior energy. So all these archetypes are just coming in, flooding into your space of self. And I must say that it's just going to be a very energetic month and very important for you to handle all that energy and to flow with it, because the message is changed. The message is changed, and it goes with making small changes within yourself. And if you are not welcoming the changes, they will show up super powerfully here in this month, Taurus, because there is a big change here in your career, in the way you acted in it. And or if you don't have a career, if you are a student, or you're at school, or in lockdown right now, or you are retired, the way people see you, so the way society sees you, what would be your function if we would want to frame you, you know? It's an unfortunate thing that still happens. So the role you are the most seen as, that will change. There's no way of escaping it. And some of you, it might be quite literal, like becoming a parent, or learn an entirely new craft, a new job that requires you to be in the world, acting a lot more than before, like that needs you to be an extrovert, whereas before you were an introvert. All of that is really playing here in January for you. But there are some very good things within this, because on the 6th of January, Taurus, your vitality is going to return. Like it's done wandering in the subconscious. You are gonna feel revitalized. So health is good. Watch out, however, for the mental health, because physically you're gonna feel this jolt of energy within you. Watch out for restlessness. Breathe, go in nature. It's so important. If you are up for meeting someone romantically, a love situation, it's gonna be on. With that, I would like to state that these three energies that I mentioned in the beginning, these three people, because for most of us it will manifest still as people. They might be romantic interests as well. So it all depends on what you are gonna go for, and it's an exercise in centering yourself, you know, because this raw energy at the end of the month for you, very interesting. It's almost like you're giving birth to a new self, and with that comes always there's the messenger, and let's not shoot the messenger. So we have here to begin this reading with the 9 of Cups in the past. So it's like this idea, like I almost have it all, like, and also looking back, like it's emotional, it's sentimental, looking back at times in your life where you were utterly fulfilled, and kind of forgetting perhaps that actually you weren't all that happy. So it's all these things that are impermanent that we attach to, that this is the energy you come in with, actually, that you're seeing that you're like, oh, actually, yeah, okay, then all of that was going well in my life, but I wasn't all that happy, you know? So you see the process of it all here. With this card crossing it, I mean, some of you will be interested in two different people. Some of you are going to receive a love note, like literally a letter from someone, that you, literally a letter or an email, the modern version, or a text message, a vocal note. Any of these things are possible, of course, but you're gonna receive news from someone, and it's someone you are either in a partnership with. So if you are in a relationship, I mean, I don't want to say it, but I want to say it. There is a pregnancy energy around the sign of Taurus. So this might be some of you some of you considering this with your partner and being like, oh, that's the thing that actually I'd like to expand our lives with this, or we would like to think, like, it's on the table, the topic is on the table for some couples. For those who are single, you're gonna receive some kind of message from someone, or there's gonna be a communication with someone that's gonna give you all the lovely feelings, you know. It's like laying in a grass field together and you don't have a care in the world kind of energy. So I'm really liking that. It's good news, it's expansion of the family. And then in the flow of January, there's a loyalty to that idea of expansion. It's a maturation process where you have turned your back towards a certain way of living and are now embarking on a new in the new world. With that, you are longing for your stability, but know that this is not the year for you to be wanting to have the home environment like stable and super safe. Many of you are going to be moving. Many of you are going to change careers, and that will ask for different living circumstances. So with this being said, ground within yourself, know your heart is your home, you know, and there is a loyalty you can have to that. You know, what are the things you actually need to feel safe? Reframing that for yourself, Taurus. Some of you, you know, it's also about like how you present yourself in the world and how you look to the world, with that role changing that I mentioned before. So with that, some of you might be changing wardrobes, you know, like it might seem a small thing, but they say dress for the part. So who would you like to be, Taurus? Are you dressing that part? And I see some of you changing the way you dress, going into something that is more either more eccentric or more simple, more raw, more like how we used to live, like, you know, just like a few things, and like caring really well about them, and being very nice with one's garments. That's what I'm getting here. Maybe some of you are looking to design, into design, and are having all these flashes of inspiration, these really eccentric things that are gonna come to you. So I mean, all kinds of changes in your self-expression are possible. Also in the way you speak to others, it's going to be very important to watch your words and to not impulsively speak, to act from your center, you know, like what another person is saying, that's reflection of who they are, and they can be mirroring something at you, and that's beautiful if you can get the message and the lesson of that. But beyond that, what's important is that you do you, Taurus. And that's really the main core message here. You do you, and that's what is needed to happen. As we move towards the end of the month, we have here the moon. So the moon, there's something that will be revealed to you. I see that this will be a month of many revelations. Actually, you might get some surprising news from different people you are related to closely, you have like an emotional bond with. And it's gonna be like, okay, I didn't hear this church bell ringing, but it's good for you, because the traditional system of thinking, like the way you thought before, is not gonna be helping you anymore. So it's hard for a Taurus to live in a space where change is a constant, but it's the only constant that we have. And with that, when you surrender to that, Taurus, when you find that connection within yourself that you need, you gather all the things that you need to feel safe, emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually. You gather those, and from that space you can be having a certain loyalty to yourself, that all of this will not matter anymore, you know, like to have everything so fixed all the time. So what's beautiful here for you is that we have the birds here. So this talks about a lot of communication and messages, but with the 12, like there is an energy of love here, you know, they're sitting on the tree together. So I'm really liking that. And you're really getting into these ceaseless winds, you know, to the wind, it's always changing, or there's no wind, or it comes from another place. And with the moon card here, the moon is always changing signs as well. It's like, okay, one day, and I'm sorry, I'm in the countryside of Costa Rica bringing this to you, so sometimes there is a car passing, or a rooster making sounds at all hours of the day, and it's really beautiful here. So with that, with these birds and this tree and this dog, you know, your connection to nature is really flourishing, and it's as if you are inhabiting a new nature. And it's gonna be maybe like, okay, I didn't expect this of myself, you know, a bit of surprises. And with this vitality within yourself, for those who are not in a committed partnership, you will be attracting a lot of people, and they will be very different from one another, but there is an intensity about them. So it's going to be so important for you to go in nature, to meditate, listen to the birds. If you don't have access to that, go on the YouTube, they have everything, and just lay down and be with nature, be in some nature sounds, crystal balls, anything that can bring you into the present moment where you have true peace within yourself will be wonderful for you. And I'm gonna see what the cards have to say as for the journey of Taurus. And I selected for you the Tarot of Atlantis because it's a very interesting kind of intense deck, and I feel like that's what we need right now. So what do we have for Taurus for January 21? Taurus Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Let's see. Oh, good to go. Yeah, your balance is everything here. Some of you are actually going back to school and learning a new skill a lot closer to the earth. Like, it's not all like pottery, but it could be something like that, you know, some archaic skill that you are learning. So you could infuse your career with that, because, I mean, you're going to have days like the 13th is going to be like that, and the 23rd is going to be like that, where what you feel like doing and how you feel like acting, you're going to see there's a conflict with what you are for the world, or how you want to present yourself in the world, or how you are presented in the world. So there's a change in self that is very profound here, and you're finding a new balance and a new way of doing things, and it's not yet complete. It's just getting started. You're just getting started with it. And there's all this emotional energy moving this forward, and at the same time also you're going to war here, like you're like action. You feel like this call to action, you know, as from the 6th, it's all happening here for you, and you get on your horse and you just go for it. I see with the Chariot, I mean, know when is the time to move forward and when is the time to pause. And you, Taurus, you know your pause, but also know like this is the moment to step up. So that's about this balance that is coming in for you. And if you don't have it, it's going to be a very challenging month. It's something that you create within yourself, and some of you are going to navigate it really beautifully, and then this forward movement, this action, this vitality that is restored within you will find its most beautiful expression, and that's what I wish for you. However, here, you know that you have been on a journey this last year. There's been a lot of things of the past, of your subconscious patterns, the way you experienced love, the way you gave love, what you wanted out of your relationships, your close ones, your family. All of that has been brought to light. And there is a healing journey that has come to completion, but there is still some stuff. Like, it's an ongoing thing. We can never be totally free of it, or we would be not incarnated. So it's an ongoing journey, but I must say that your subconscious has been playing some tricks on you. It has been just very, very active and bringing up things that are not of this timeline, and with that comes sort of fragmentation, and now it's all about integrating all of that in your personality. Like, the shadows make us who we are. There's a certain beauty in what was once broken, and knowing that we can mend it and that we can act differently today to not reproduce these situations. And we learn through repetition. So this is an act of forgiveness that you are asking of yourself, you know, like, just let the past be, and you will feel this kind of coming out of the deep waters, coming out of the lake after being at the bottom of it for a while. You're gonna feel that right around the 6th. Wow. So what is coming in is actually a lot of ideas, a lot of people, like energies wanting to collaborate with you, and all the more important for you, Taurus, to hold center. Wow, all this primordial energy. Wow. Okay, it's all major arcana here for you. Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. What do we have here? So there is a portal, like you're passing, you're going through a portal. You're going into something completely new. Career-wise, status-wise, how you are seen. Be very careful that it is aligned with your heart center. Everything that is not aligned with your heart center and what you truly desire to be and how you truly want to present yourself in you is going to have to go with the Tower card here. That's like a tsunami over the castle, you know, and that talks about the changes in location where you live, the changes in expression of self, all of that, Taurus. So with that, know that, okay, this is an ongoing journey. You've been experiencing these shakeups since May 2018. It's all been going down there. So there's also a beauty in that, because it's like ID after ID, and like lightning strikes again. I can almost not say it. So what is this telling me, the Tower with the Sun, is that know that these breakthroughs, they're good for you. They're awesome. It's just a lot of energy. You will have to get a routine, a sleeping routine that prevents you from getting overwhelmed, from it being too much, because with the Ace of Cups here, again, like this is a pregnancy card. Some of you will be thinking of expanding the family, or some of you will receive the news that they are pregnant, or that you are with someone who actually would like that. In any case, for some of you, this means a new love coming into your life. And this new love, as I said, it can be someone very action-based, solar, moving day by day, like doing it, just doing life, just going for it. Or it can be somebody very eccentric, very forward-thinking, very like a revolutionary, like a visionary. And that's going to be interesting for you, because this changeable, erratic energy is not really what you are looking for. At the same time, love is on the menu here for you all through January. You could meet someone on the 9th, the 14th, someone who really changes your life actually at the end of the month. All these energies are present. The 23rd also, you could meet someone like in a dream actually. It's all there for you, and it's a lot, Taurus. So with the Ace of Cups and the World as a potential outcome, I would say this is really, really good news, because that is the ultimate card. It's a sort of moment where you have been on a very long walk, and you have seen a lot of things, and you have been like around the world, you know, and looking for something. And then here in the World card, you stand at the center of that, and you are who you are, you know, and you associate your vulnerability with openness and strength, and no longer, there's not that hiding from the world, because you don't want to be seen in a certain way. So all of this is for you to feel more free, and that's truly what I love. So when you have, if you are looking for a love partner, and when you have all these people coming in, you know, could be a Aquarius I'm seeing here, could be a water sign as well, a Cancer, could be a Leo, or somebody who has these energies in their charts, or somebody where it's just like a raw primal energy, where you really feel like, okay, this hasn't come along in a while. It's all about how you are going to deal with that, and deciding what you want actually, you know, what you want, and if you are ready for that. And if you're ready for it, I mean, it is here. It's a new world here, and you are overlooking the valley of possibility. But when there's too much possibility, it's very hard to make a decision. So with that, I would say what's really important here, what do you want in your garden, Taurus? And then you can have it, but be really kind of precise about it. At a new moon in Capricorn on the 12th is going to be a good moment for you to set intentions when it comes to who do you want to be having around you, you know. And that's so important. Your friends, they are like a wish or a long-term goal in their symbolism. So whenever you have the ability to attract such a wonderfully wild crowd, be precious about allow it to happen. Don't be stagnant, but still be precious about your choice. Let it be aligned with what you feel that is right for you. And I trust so much in your ability to be able to define your values, the values that underlie your choices here. So let me see if there is something. Change decks, change the energy. Is there something that Taurus needs to know to navigate January 2021 in uttermost grace? Again, a change, you know. I mean, this is a literal change of belief system that brings you to a totally new place. These people don't look back. Like, what is left behind is left behind. The old self is gone, and you are embarking on an entirely new chapter here in the book of you, with a lot of interesting pages. I would love to read you, Taurus. Do comment below. If you like this content, please subscribe to the channel. That really helps it forward. I love to connect with you, and also check out your reading that I did for Taurus for the whole year, where I move you around the clock month by month. I will place a link on the end screen and in the description box below. Thank you again for being here. Namaste.